I'm gonna tell you something that's really embarrassing. Something really bad just happened. I feel so foolish, but I'm gonna share it with you because I think it could be helpful and I don't want it to happen to you.
It seemed like we had finally just got hit with real winter in southern New England when the temps started to rise and the rain came. And after taking on a new opportunity, I was heading somewhere secluded to begin work on it. And I stopped at my childhood home to pick up one of my closest companions for the journey.
Listen to the birds right now. I don't know if you can hear this that good. There's one.
Ready for a little adventure? Oh, wait it.
The last time we went on an adventure.
Wow. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah. What? We have almost the same mirror. Very, very cool.
Good to have a little water, huh?
So the main reason I'm here is I got invited to be the keynote speaker at a college for this big media events show. I guess incoming college students go to this big event. They have a bunch of different speakers and it's all creatives interested in photography, videography, graphic design, everything like that. So they asked if I would be the keynote speaker and tell my story. At first I was gonna say no for sure, wanted nothing to do with it, but then I thought it would be a good personal challenge because I don't really like getting up and speaking. But one of my goals in the near future is to create courses and share everything I've learned. I want to do online education about cinematography, photography, working with brands, all that kind of stuff. So I thought that by taking on this challenge, it would be a good first step in that. So I booked this place where I can come hang out with Hudson like the old days, relax, hit the sauna, hit the hot tub, and write this speech. I've got to do a visual presentation as well. It's nerve-wracking. It's going to be in front of a lot of people, and I've never really done anything like this. We're in the Adirondacks, right on the Ausable River. I'll put the link to this Airbnb in the video description below, by the way. I think there's some hiking trails right nearby. Definitely want to go for a walk, a couple walks with Hudson, and just kind of cool out and think and write this speech and take a little breath before I go home and finish my creative studio. That's something I have not showed you any updates on yet, which is going to be life-changing. So excited to have a real office and not be working out of the living room. Absolutely starving. Want to go to the grocery store, figure out what I'm going to do for dinner and for food the next couple of days. I was going to maybe make some sourdough bagels tonight. I brought my starter. Haven't baked in a long time, so I thought that'd be fun. I don't know what town's nearby, so I got to do a little research, and I'll get back with you later. Not a whole lot right around here, but there's one grocery that looks kind of nice that I'm gonna try and get to before it closes, and if not, I'm gonna have to turn around and go the other direction. Really like this spot so far. That was a little restaurant. Let's see what the upstairs is like too. I like this paint job. This is kind of cool. Man, they got some great art in this place. What? This is sweet. No kidding. Oh man. What? This is super cool with the clawfoot tub. Wow. I love all the live edge. They knew what they were doing. Man, I kind of like this room better than the one downstairs. This is really cool. Really cool. I kind of dig this with the open both these doors and work up here. This one I'm kind of feeling. What do you think, Huddy? Look at this thing. I cannot wait to hit this. Oh, the smell of cedar. Oh man, I can't wait. This place is really cool. It has this guest house, which has a wood stove in it, a bed, and a clawfoot tub. And then it has this other little sleeping hut. And it has a hot tub. I'm so excited. I want to check out all these. What is that? Use all 4 clips. Sauna fuel. Keep dry. That makes sense. So what? It's not wood? What is it? Oh. Weird. That's what they use? Hardwood sawdust bricks. I have never seen this before in my life, but I guess that makes sense. Super dense and probably lights really easy. Just makes it easier for guests. Cool. That's really cool looking. I noticed that the floor was radiant heated. So warm, so put my sourdough starter down here. Trying to get it extra bubbly before I make my dough for bagels. It looks okay so far. There's some bubbles. I woke it up out of the fridge not long ago. It had been in there since almost November. I haven't baked in a long time. So I've fed it a couple times. And I think once it sits on that warm tile for an hour or two, it'll really wake up.
good boy? Are you a good boy, Huddy?
What do you think that is, Hoyty?
You got some coyote friends?
That's cool.
And for a nice snooze, Hoyty. A good boy.
I love these trips with Hudson. We've done them throughout the years many times. We've actually been a lot of places together. My parents got Hudson in the fall of 2016, and he was so cute when he was little. I did this photo shoot with him on the riverbed that I'll never forget. No matter how long we spend apart, we always have a special bond when we take a trip like this, and it's really fun. I made a delicious breakfast this morning, even gave Hudson some of the bacon before giving him his actual breakfast, which is Sundays for dogs. Sundays has been a huge upgrade from the kibbles that Hudson used to eat. Sundays is human-grade dog food. It's one of the highest quality dog foods you can get that doesn't require refrigeration or some sort of prep. Sundays is perfect for trips like this because it's very easy to travel with. What makes it really unique is that it's air-dried. That locks in the nutrients and allows it to stay fresh for a long time. I'll read the ingredients right off the bag right here. Chicken, chicken liver, egg, millet, oat, pumpkin, kale, ground bone, fish oil, sea salt, flaxseed. There's just no fillers. If we feed our best friends higher quality food, the longer they'll be around and the healthier they'll be in those years. Sundays was founded by a practicing veterinarian that couldn't find high quality enough food that was easy in the stores, so she made her own. It's made in the USA, it ships right to your door, and it makes me happy to serve him something that I know he loves and that I know is good for him. So give your pup a chance to try Sundays. Get 50% off your first order at sundaysfordogs.com/trout or use code TROUT at checkout. So thank you to Sundays for sponsoring this video, for making trips like this possible, and now back to the story. Check this out. I want to see what this little lean-to is like inside. Oh, nice. Huh, I thought it said there was bunks. Like bunk beds. This is nice. I'll see if this key can get into this other one. This one's got the wood stove. Wow, this one is nice. This is so sweet. Nice little wood stove. Clean off this. This is super cozy. Love this wooden carved. That's great. They've got great art here. I also really like this look of the stained white shiplap, but where you can still see the knots. I want to do this at our house. I think that looks really cool. Man, and another clawfoot. This is so sweet. This is luxury. I'm going to tell you something that's really embarrassing. Something really bad just happened. I feel so foolish. I'm going to share it with you because I think it could be helpful and I don't want it to happen to you. Allie sent me a Facebook post from someone I've known my entire life. I went to school with them all through growing up. I was friends with them in high school, knew them pretty well, and her family owns a farm. So this listing made a lot of sense. It's honestly, in terms of scams, it's like pretty genius. It said her uncle is moving into an assisted living home and he's getting rid of all of his stuff. So there was a list of things for sale, all at really good prices, as if like they just wanted to unload this stuff. One of the things listed there was something I've been wanting for a long time, a tracked bobcat skid steer. Looking back now, the price was way too good to be true, but when you want something to make sense, you don't really think about it too much. And I really wasn't worried about it because I know this person. And so I messaged them, they responded right away and gave me all the details going back and forth, said that they wanted a deposit. And like, you know, I know her whole family. I'm really good friends with her father. He's one of the farmers that I've spent a lot of time with. And it just made sense that her family would have a bunch of equipment for sale. And so I sent $1,000 deposit. And then I sent the listing to Mason because I figured he'd be interested in all of the different equipment. And he responded, he said, dude, I think that's a scam. I've seen one other like this before. And he called me and explained it to me, and I was like, how could it be a scam? I'm talking to her right now on Messenger, and he's like, people hack into people's accounts, they put up a listing like this, they have full control over the account, they respond to people, like they completely steal the identity on Facebook and have full control. So then I texted the person. I haven't talked to them in a long time, since like college-ish, and they responded right away and they said, oh no, that's not real, that's a scam. So I was like, holy crap, I just got duped. I just literally lost $1,000. I sent it via Apple Pay through a debit card, which you can't undo the transaction. So immediately I called the bank. Also, I don't have service here. I had to drive to a different town, get service, call the bank. They said they can't do anything because it's basically a cash transaction with the debit card, so they can't do anything. And technically I authorized it because someone didn't steal my account or anything. I did it. So I went online right away, filed with the FCC, the government scam website. I've submitted a claim right away. Hopefully there's a couple other things you can do, but the person after I figured out it was a scam, the person continued to message me on Facebook, and I said, look, I texted the actual person, you are not them. I know that you've scammed me. And they said they kept saying they were still gonna refund me, but they haven't. But I just want to let you know that, you know, this looked super legit. It made a lot of sense. It was very well thought out, and this could easily happen to other people out there. So if you see a listing like this, definitely beware. Do not jump on anything and verify. I mean, anything designed just like this is most likely a scam for sure. There was like 25 things listed for sale: refrigerators, a couple cars, a tractor, a skid steer. It looked like someone who, you know, had collected a bunch of stuff for their whole life and they were just liquidating in order to pay for the assisted living. It made sense. But total scam. This is life. These things can happen, and I'm sharing it with you because I don't want it to happen to you. It's just money. I've done most of what I can, and it's a learning experience. There's not much else you can do.
Listen for me in a violin. Listen for me when the knife is turning. Listen for me when the world is burning. Babe, would you listen for me? Listen for me in a crowded street. Listen for me in a winning streak. Listen for me when you're at your peak.
I need one of these in my house.
Babe, would you listen for me? Listen for me in a child's power. Listen for me in a golden hour. Listen for me when you're on your own. Listen for me when you're far from home. Listen for me when you can't go on. Babe, would you listen for me? Listen for me in a skein of birds. Listen for me when there are no words. Listen for me in a violin. Listen for me when the knife is turning. Listen for me when the world is burning.
Hey, lady.
Would you listen for me?
Hey, little guy. What's up, lady? You're a funny guy. You're a funny little guy. Yeah.
Waking up slow, morning will go, the wrong time. That's when all I can figure out in the meantime wouldn't dare. So I guess right here is a little pond. It says in the listing that in the springtime it's super pretty with all the peepers and everything. I bet, man. And then you also, this wall would fill in and this would feel even more private. Super cool spot. I don't know how much land they have here, but I was just gonna go for a little walk with Hudson. Get him a little bit of exercise. Ah, Huddy. You're a good boy. I'm surprised they've got less snow here than we have back home. I would have figured they would have had a lot more being up here in the Adirondacks. Oh, here's a trail. So they do have a trail. I thought they did. Very nice. Okay. Sweet. We'll go for a little walk up this trail, see where it leads to. Look at this. Turkey footprints everywhere. Yep. They weren't. Yeah, they were a couple days ago. Good boy. Good boy. There's some deer tracks. What do you think, Hud? What do you think? Now these tracks, they look like they could. They might be deer. I was gonna say this one looks like it could be coyote or dog. I don't know. They kind of look more paw print than hooves. Yeah, they are actually. Look at this. That's a paw print of some sort. And it's a well-traveled trail. Pretty cool. In a matter of 2 minutes, we saw turkey trail, deer trail, and then maybe coyote, fox. Really could have been anything smaller like that, but it looks like it's well-traveled, so I would guess coyotes. Look at the difference in these deer tracks. You have these smaller ones that are pointier, and then these much larger ones that are more round. Jared told me the difference. It was either bucks or does have pointier hooves. There's a perfect one. Based on this, you would think that the bucks have more round hooves, and the does have pointier because the round ones are bigger. But I can't remember. But they've been traveling this. Can you tell? What do you smell, Hud? What do you smell? What do you think? Good boy. Mason jars. This is probably close. Got some honey from the Champlain Valley here. A little more, because honey's delicious. Oh, that's way too much. Hopefully that works. 150 grams. That's nice right there. 150. We'll mix that right up. We're gonna wait till that doubles in size and then throw it into the fridge. Well, that's it. That was a beautiful stay. Cleaned everything up. Now it's time to go for a hike, Huddy. This isn't even a good section. There's sections that have a ton of it. But we got blue skies coming out. This is beautiful. Heading towards a little hike. I didn't quite finish my keynote, but I got a really good flow going and I'm on the right track. It's gonna be more work than I thought, but very good challenge. Whole river. Funny too, this is called the Ice Jam Inn. No kidding. That's really cool. It must jam up there all the time. Driving up this mountain pass and it was raining back there. Drive for another 15 seconds and it turns to snow and now we're just in a cloud pretty much at the top of this mountain. And the hike we're doing is a lookout. I think it starts right here. Snow is way deeper up here on the pass. The trail is pretty well packed down from snowshoes, but every once in a while you step through and it goes up towards the knee. It's pretty wild how much different it is from where we just came from, and it's only about 13 minutes away. Check this out. I think this leads over to this massive ice wall. People must ice climb here. That's pretty cool. I don't know why this part of the trail is getting so much worse, but it's hard to stay up now. I'm going through like every other foot. I was gonna bring my snowshoe out. I feel bad ruining the trail. I'm up to there. Keeps happening. I don't know why it's softer up here, but I don't think I can keep going. It's kind of dangerous at this point. Oh, I really wanted to see the view. Buddy, we might have to turn around. I can't keep going on like this. I don't want you to get hurt either, though. I'm smushing in anywhere that I sunk in on my way back here because I don't want anyone else to accidentally step in that or anyone's dog too, so I'm filling in all my footprints.
That's the way it goes. Sometimes you get duped. And sometimes you don't get to see the view you had hoped for. But all you can do is keep on down the road, and eventually the rain will pass and the sun will shine again.